What's up today? We finally got some free time that I can get at things, so I got the 540 here at the shop in the hoist, and we got the diff pulled out. Not too bad of a job. As you can see, subframe's still in. I just cheat and drill a hole through the trunk to get at that bugger of a bolt up in there. You don't have to like it, but it saves you from dropping all this gear out, so that's how I do it. And so pretty straightforward. You just got your two axles, you got your drive shaft, and you got 1, 2, 3 mounts. So this thing came apart pretty well. I just this is the new diff that's going in. Not really new, it was $300 junkyard diff, so it's a little bit rough feeling when I spin the axle cups, but I'm hoping that once I get it in and use it, it looks like it's been sitting for a long time. Hopefully it'll come around. And I promised you guys I would tell you and show you what flies apart in these things, because this is not the first one of these rear ends I blew up. This is if you got a 540 and it works really well and you drive it hard, this is pretty much the weakest link, unless you ride the clutch a lot. So what we have is exactly what I said. The pin brakes. It's kind of hard to see, but this way there. Frick's sakes. Anyhow, the big main pin that holds everything all together. For some reason they just snap. Like breaks the end right off, and then everything wedges sideways, and then you get into messes like this. Oops, it's not supposed to be down there like that. And the other one's there, but it's jammed up. So, like I said, I blew probably 5 of these up in my life, and it's the same thing every friggin' time. But luckily, there is quite a few of these cars on the road compared to the M's, so not too hard to find a diff for it. So, not really much more to talk about. The pin breaks into them. I thought about trying to maybe put a bead of weld there to help keep the pin inside, but as you can see, well, you can't really see actually because of the angle, but the end of the pin on the other side is still stuck in the hole. It broke it off right clean with the inside edge of that round piece it sits into. So anyway, we'll have her back up and going here soon. So we've got one more issue here with these 540 rear ends. There's 2 different size axle cups onto them. Mine is 4 3/8. The new rear end that I bought was almost 4 3/4. So what you have is that versus this. And it may not look a whole lot, well, yeah, you can see it's quite a bit bigger on the camera. So all you got to do to get these out when they're in the rear end is just simply give it a crack with I used a coal chisel, and just give it 2 or 3 snaps and it'll pop right out. So we already switched one. We're going to jam this other one in, and hopefully this thing will be on the way. Well guys, there you have it. One diff blew to pieces because of main pin failure once again. And there's our new junkyard diff up in the hole, all mounted up. Pretty straightforward. You need a Torex bit for your axles. Drive shaft has just normal nuts onto it. And like I said at the start, I drill a hole in the trunk, save you from cutting or dropping this whole frame down, rather not cutting. But yeah, nothing to it. Back in action. Get these last few things torqued up and she'll be on her way to going again.